Dirty Laundry Media on the check-in. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button for me, would you? Thank you. So what's going on, Dirty Laundry family? This is Bill Money checking in. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me. And do me a favor as well and like this video. Share this video as well to your social media if you find the information worthy of being shared. Thank you. So I'm back with this video again, basically a follow-up, keeping an eye on Joe Biden in his first 100 days. Somebody sent me a story today. This was also something that Joe Biden included in his bill on day one, which he sent an immigration bill to Congress with proposals for a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants. Part of the bill seeks to address, I guess, the root causes of immigration from Central America. And to that end, Biden has proposed a $4 billion four-year plan that seeks to get at the root causes of the migration from Central America to the States. You know, it definitely took me aback when I realized that he's putting forth a $4 billion giveaway to basically study. Basically, he's putting forth a $4 billion check, which he claims he plans to decrease violence, corruption, and poverty in places like El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. These countries have probably given us the bulk of those who've arrived at the southern border seeking asylum in the past 3 to 4 years, or more maybe. What else? The bill would seek to establish centers throughout Central America for people to ensure refugee settlement in either the U.S. or other countries. And what struck me, I guess, was the willingness to throw money at a problem in Central America so willingly, and a reluctance to, cut the check, so to speak, for issues that are plaguing us here at home. One thing I noted was that Joe Biden stated that if Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff both won their races, that $2,000 checks would be cut immediately.
Because their election will put an end to the block in Washington on that $2,000 stimulus check. That money that will go out the door immediately.
And now today I see that $2,000 amount has been slashed to $1,400. And again, Warnock and Ossoff both were victorious in their Senate races. So trying to figure that one out as well. HR 40 is something that we're also speaking about recently because, we got Maxine Waters back in 2018 basically committing to throwing the full weight of her position behind the advocacy for the passing of HR 40 and also for reparations for the American descendants of slavery.
I'll be happy to do that. That's no problem. That's no problem. But let me tell you this. In order to get where we need to go on this issue and other issues, we've really got to understand that 2018 is important to taking back the House and taking back the Senate. And of course, we've got to get the White House. Now, if we want to get to the point where we can get reparations, we've got to have the power to do that. Number one, by having a supportive president would be wonderful, but taking back the House would be absolutely wonderful.
And, we seem to have a hard time getting that bill to a committee. We seem to have a hard time getting any markups or revisions to that bill. But on the first day of his presidency, Joe Biden sent that immigration bill to Congress, and it's filled with a lot of money for a lot of issues that time making decisions that negatively impact Americans. So again, I'm not understanding the prioritization of the issues, especially when we're in the state, we're knee deep basically in the so-called pandemic, in which many industries have been affected, many lives have been lost, and many jobs and people who had careers a year ago are left to sit and wonder what the future might look like. And then you add to that a lack of jobs, and then you have a president who is seeking to basically open the borders. He's seeking to provide some sort of amnesty and a path to citizenship for some say 11 million, but recent years, as far as the amount of undocumented immigrants in this country, particularly from Mexico and Central America, some estimates were as high as 30 million, with the average or the median at about 20 million. So 11 million, they've been saying that for the last 8 years, that there are 11 million undocumented immigrants, when there's probably closer to 30 or more million illegal immigrants in the United States. And another thing that I've been trying to stress to my people, black people, is that immigration has always harmed our communities' outlooks and our outcomes since post-Civil War immigration, with the opening up of Ellis Island and the push for European immigrants to migrate to the United States. Under that crush of immigration, newly freed slaves were again trampled underneath the feet of immigrants who were ushered in and given preferential treatment in the job market. And 100 years after that was the 1965 Immigration Act, which was subsequent to the 1964 Civil Rights Act. So it seems to me that whenever they seem to throw us a bone, they chop half of it off and take it back and do something subsequently to undermine the very progress that was meant, by these new laws and developments. We were free from slaves and trying to get on our feet. And then while we're out here looking for work, we have to look up and find out we're competing with Irishmen and all sorts of other European immigrants for jobs. And then again, I say in 1964, we got the Civil Rights Act. And then right behind that, in 1965, they passed the Immigration Act, which again opened the floodgates of immigrants from this time from Mexico, Central America, Latin America. bottom need those jobs. What many black people don't realize is that the outlook is that by 2053, for black wealth to actually hit zero. A lot of people don't take into consideration the racial wealth gap and how great the divide actually is, and how fast the divide is widening, and how it's becoming calcified, meaning those who are getting pushed to the bottom are actually being locked and stuck on the bottom permanently. So, we have to consider these things as far as these policies that are being put into play. These politicians who say they have our best interests at heart. Then when we turn around, we can clearly see the outcomes. The priorities seem to be everywhere except at home where they should be. And if we're going to be active and we're going to be effective in advocating for our needs, we have to actually know the score. We have to know what's actually going on the ground. And we have to look at the data. We have to look at the outcomes. And we have to also consider the long-range outlook of the consequences of today's decisions. And those who we elect to make these decisions, we have to actually hold them accountable.
You ain't black. What do you have to say to young black voters who see voting for you as further participation in a system that continually fails to protect them?
When the time comes, seems that we have a very short memory in between elections. And we have to continue to be diligent, pay attention to what's going on the ground, and pay attention to your community. Don't just look at yourself and your situation. Consider yourself, consider your children, your children's children, and the community at large. So yeah, just wanted to hit you guys with another video. Hope this one didn't go too long. I'm trying to keep them short, but sometimes getting this information, you can actually end up going down a real rabbit hole in some of these discussions. But thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Bill Money, Dirty Laundry Media. I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. And again, share these videos to your social media. Definitely appreciate you tuning in. Definitely appreciate all the new subscribers. I finally passed 700. And hopefully we can get to that 1,000 mark by summertime. Again, thank you for listening. Signing off, Dirty Laundry Media.